everybody, welcome to Incensed, a Pokemon Go podcast. We've hit the quarter of a century, 25 episodes deep, and we're all still here with something very special to share with you all. But before I hand over to Coops to announce it, I'm joined by my man whose Apple Mac is berating him since he discovered his camera could shoot in 4K. Yep, that's Pogo Milo UK. I've got my man whose editing schedule is far more organised than Pokemon Go's announcements, which probably explains why they're released last minute. That's Ian Waterfall. And my man whose etiquette confused a Starbucks employee so much that they contacted head office to query why a blowy wasn't on the menu before writing on his takeaway cup and kicking him out the door. Yep, that's my man Casual Coops. Guys, how are we all doing tonight?
Oh man, I'm ready for this. So ready for tonight. It is going to be hype.
I'm gonna be honest. That is probably my favourite intro. Yeah,
I think that was the longest intro for any of us ever.
Very long one.
Like
bro, I thought we were gonna have to play the intro music again and again and again and again.
And you go on about my round of applause?
No, cut it.
Cut it out.
How are you, Mark?
I'm good. I had my second vaccine yesterday, so I am now fully vaccinated and feeling better.
Good stuff, mate.
Feeling better than I thought I would be, in all honesty, guys. But no, absolutely buzzing. So, guys, before we start, what you're drinking? Let me know. I'm on the coffee, the decaf though.
H2O.
Coffee.
H2O.
H2O.
The best option.
It's hydration.
You're not the only
it's
one.
hydration.
Oh dear. Right, well, guys, Cracker and a car will throw down your incense and we're sending you loads of shiny and Hunter look your way. Guys, it's only rude. Let's get our incense down as well. If you have any luck
Of course.
getting a shiny whilst listening to the podcast tonight, please share your successes on Twitter at #ShiniesOfTheWeek. And that'll be much appreciated. Well,
Clarify the
there it is.
I was waiting for that.
Well, guys.
Distant audio clip.
It was a distant. This is where the magic happens after we record it, doesn't it? But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to pass the baton onto my man Coops, who's going to share some exciting news with all you guys listening to the podcast tonight.
Thank you very much, Marky Boy. Oh, I just love saying that, Marky Boy. Now, this is my time. As you've seen from the title, we do have a guest on. And this is kind of pointless because from the title, you would see who the guest is already. And I actually think he's actually said a little something already before I've introduced him, which I absolutely love. But as you know, on Incensed, the Pokemon Go podcast, we've had a few guests on, and every single guest has been amazing, and we cannot appreciate all of you for coming on. You've made the podcast what it is today. But us boys are unbelievably excited about this guest today. Now, he is the man with 379,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's also the man who I like to describe as Marmite. And he is the man who literally, like, when I say literally, I mean an hour ago, just hit 100,000 followers on Twitch. It is REVERSAL!
Where is he? Is he here? Hey, what's up, you guys? Nice to be on. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us, man. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was super.
REVERSAL,
Yeah.
Can I just ask, that intro, can I get a rating out of 10? I made a lot of effort for that.
I remember your video on me.
Oh,
I remember your video on me. I'll give that a solid 5 out of 7.
That's good.
You're being nice
It's
to
above
him.
half.
If you know, you know.
Oh my God.
No, that was solid. That was good.
Really,
That was good.
Thanks for giving us your time tonight. Thanks for giving us your time.
No,
for real.
all the same, man. I appreciate it.
I loved it for a minute when you went 5 and Coops' face dropped. It looked gutted. And it was out of 7.
Well, to be honest, because he was like,
You gotta look it up after 5 out of 7. Note it down. Look it up. It's an amazing meme.
Oh, it's done.
Okay, well, is it? Is it
Yeah,
a meme,
of
bro?
course
Is
it's
it a
a
meme?
meme.
It's
Yeah,
you, isn't it? Okay,
of
hold
course it's a meme.
on. Bro, you do know I'm googling this
Literally
right now. You
Googling
do
it
know
as we
that.
speak.
Yeah, we'll have to come back. We'll have to come back to me for sure.
Everything is a meme nowadays. Everything's a meme.
It truly is.
Yeah,
it truly
for
is.
sure. No, but for real, like what the boys said, Reversal, thank you, man. Thanks for coming on. We greatly appreciate it.
And definitely congrats on the 100k.
Thank you so much.
for real.
Thank you. Thanks.
Can I ask, how did it feel? Was it, because I think starting a family on Twitch now is obviously a lot more sort of difficult, in my opinion, than YouTube. What was the feeling like from 100k on YouTube? I know that was a while back now to 100k on Twitch. What kind of just felt a bit better?
YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, really?
For sure, YouTube. It's like YouTube is where I got my start. It's my baby. Like I built it up from the start, built it up from zero. Got there. I feel Twitch in a sense is kind of like more of a life hack because I was already more established on YouTube, and I just like, hey, come to Twitch, come watch me there. And obviously I got like an initial boost from the YouTube audience, and I would say maybe like upwards to 20k people from YouTube actually found me on Twitch and they decided to follow me there. And then organically over time on Twitch, people started following me. The process from YouTube to hit 100k to Twitch to hit 100k, YouTube had to put in so much more effort in order to make that happen.
Yes, yeah.
I need to learn how to edit and everything like that. And with Twitch, I already kind of knew my way around it.
So that achievement was obviously way more important. Listen, can I ask, with Twitch, do you get a little plaque as well when you get 100k?
No, it's really scuffed. I wish they did because it's a big deal. I think right now I just looked and there's like less than 6,000 channels who actually have hit that. So
really?
Wow. So I'm kind of like, why don't they do that? But they don't.
It's a massive milestone, though, isn't it? Really, I mean, like, you think 100,000 people. It's massive.
Yeah.
All you get is a little well done email.
Congrats.
I probably got a letter or something like that, but it's just I feel it's also because it's very exploitable these days. Like a lot of channels get view botted or like follow botted as well. So I don't know. I think at the start YouTube has been more in touch with their community than Twitch has. Over time, it kind of became more of a thing that it's part of the rewards program on YouTube to give creators 100k plaque. On Twitch, I don't know. I feel now though Twitch is more in touch with their community, as in like building the platform and stuff, and talk more to creators. YouTube is like this massive like behemoth of a company. I feel Twitch is more like in tune with their creators to get feedback, but they don't do anything for 100k. I don't think. Maybe I'll find out.
Yeah, you'll have to tag us in that email, though.
I will do that. I will do that for sure.
And of course, you're back on YouTube now, aren't you? Because you kind of went to Twitch for most of the last year, and you're now back on YouTube.
Yeah, I actually got to a point where I hired someone full time to get most of the editing done for the channel now. So I'm no longer just doing the content myself. Obviously, I still have like a say in like what's going to go live and sort of the ideas behind it. But like,
listen,
I hired
Ian,
someone
he's quick with it, bro. He literally just uploaded a video about hitting 100k on YouTube. I saw it. I was like,
that actually was just like a quick little Twitch record. Like, hey, I'm going to go live. You want to be there for it? That sort of stuff.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it was 19 seconds. Oh, yeah, I didn't actually watch it. Obviously, I was getting ready for this, brother.
Thank you.
It's better to have you on in real life, mate.
Right,
trust me.
Absolutely right, yeah.
Definitely. And we'll try to make this as painless as possible for you.
Oh, no, I'm used to a lot. I'm used to the entire Spoofer community coming out, so should fire away.
Brutal.
Oh dear God!
I got this new pop-up of
I've had that.
Oh, was that the
Singsel,
find your
yes.
friends in your contacts?
Yeah, something like that. Pokemon Go is better with
it'll look
friends.
for potential friends in your contacts.
I have no friends. Skip.
Don't say. Oh man, Gio, I'm gonna have to jump in before Ian moves on to the next bit. But I do remember watching one of your Com Day vlogs, and it felt very much like one of probably our vlogs when you're on your own round a stream, a pond, I think it was. You're walking around doing Com Day. And I thought, do you know what? It's better like that, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
When you're just on your own.
It really is, because you can just do your own thing. And the thing with a lot of people roaming around, they're trying to be funny on camera a lot of the time. They're like, oh, woo, and they start to make noise and just completely like get you off track. It's kind of frustrating at times, but yeah.
Me and Milo don't do that.
They don't go past each other on hoverboards and.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Alrighty then, it is time for the getting to know you section, and this one it's a strange one. It's a sort of question that we've not had before, and guys, If you only had one sense out of the 5 that we have, which one would you want? So everyone's looking at me a little bit vacantly, so let's go Mark.
Well, that's good because I had an A and a B, and I was going to go for whichever one that the others hadn't gone for. So thanks for starting with me, Ian. So it's an interesting one. I mean, I was talking about this at work today, actually, with the guys and girls in the office, and sort of saying, if you could have one sense, and we all jumped to different things. Mine. I'm going to simplify it. I love my football. I love football. I love watching football. So for me, sight is the one I picked. Now, I did have a moral dilemma though, Ian, because I like playing Pokemon Go, and if I don't have touch, does that mean I can't play Pokemon Go? Will I be tormented?
Touch the screen, you just wouldn't feel it, would you?
Well, that's okay then. So sight for me, so I can do everything still.
Well, Mark, for a split second, then I thought you were going to say touch. You can be so because I was just going to stop having some old Tommy Tanks. That's what I thought you were going to say.
You don't sit on your left hand anyway, Coops, and pretend it's someone else.
Ian, mate, I was only looking at you vaguely, bruv, because I was thinking, I was like, what does he mean? But you mean the hearing, touch, sight, smell, taste, right? Is that correct? So if I could just have one, honestly, I don't want to be boring, but I am a little bit like Mark. I would really struggle if like I was blind or like I couldn't see. Like I'd really struggle with that because I feel like you can kind of work everything out, can't you? Like you can sort of, you can see what people are saying, you can see what's going on, you can, watch someone play Pokemon Go. So if it was me, I'd have to pick, I'd have to have sight. That would be my main one, bro, for me.
2 for sight.
Yeah.
I'll have to agree with sight. It's probably sight. I mean, if you cannot see anything, it's so boring. It's just you cannot get any. It's just nothing. And taste, that's kind of cool, I guess. But like that's like a couple of times a day, and sight is continuous. If I had to order them, I'd say sight, hearing, taste, smell, touch. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we wouldn't be able to do a podcast without hearing, so I think hearing makes it a natural thing, isn't it?
You close your eyes for the rest of the podcast.
That's a question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, Mark. Get your blindfold out. I know you've got one in the top drawer.
Only because you found it last week.
50 Shades of Masterful.
OnlyFans. Come on now, Milo, don't get away. Come on.
Exactly.
What's your?
I would be boring. Well, not boring. I'd go sight as well. I was purely going off of my trip to Yorkshire when I was thrashing my car down the fast roads.
I wonder where you was going when you said thrashing.
I need to be able to see what I'm doing. I was like, I can drive that. I need to be able to see to drive that road, but every other sense doesn't matter, to be honest.
Actually, hearing does for driving.
Not really.
You got a self-driving car.
Not the speed Milo goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I can see the sheep that's going to brake check me, then I'm okay. That's all fine. So yeah, I'll go sight as well.
And what about you, Mr. Waterfall? Are we going to get a full house?
You are going to get a full house. I mean, it took me a long time to actually land on sight because each of the senses, we don't realise how much we value them, but it would be sight, to be honest. Yeah.
I saw that one coming.
The timing on that, mate. Fair play.
I think with what Reversal said about if we was putting them in order, I think I would switch the last 2, and I would have smell last. But
smell and taste are kind of like
sight
the same
first.
in a sense, right?
They go together, kind of, don't they?
Yeah, they're linked. Yeah.
I mean, it's God. We're all quite quiet because we're really
Yeah,
thinking about this. I think, I agree. I think smell and taste would definitely be at the bottom end of my list as well. Yeah, touch would have to be second, I think. Yeah. Mark, not for that reason. Not for that reason. For fuck's sake. All right, can we stop? Can we move on?
Anyone who says touch should be second has got a motive, I'll tell you.
You can just imagine Coops like Jay on the in-betweener sitting on his hand in front of his laptop.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So it's unanimous. We would all pick sight. Good one, guys. And that was actually kind of deeper than we normally go. But I wanted something that would make everyone think. So, good going.
We're going to move on, are we? We're going to move straight on.
Flex it up, flex it up.
It's the game where usually I would win everything, but this week I don't think that's going to be the case.
Yes, thank God.
So,
Showdown.
the 3 things that we're going to... Yeah.
Is it us collectively? Is it us collectively versus Geo?
Oh my God.
4 of us. That's the only way it's going to work. First thing I want to have a look at on your accounts is the unique Pokestop medal. How many unique Pokestops you visited?
You would pick that one.
Because I know that, a couple of people have travelled around and stuff, certainly more than I have. So
God, is it that casual? I didn't even know that was a badge.
it's,
What, the unique
it's sightseer
Pokestops?
is what it is.
I'm clicking the Ranger badge. Oops.
Milo changes it quickly. The second one is not the Ranger badge.
Is this on the like the jogger badges and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's in the medals. It's like the...
Sightseer. It is.
Oh, okay, I've got it.
Do you want to go,
Sorry,
Coops?
sorry.
What's your
Do
figure?
you know what? I'm gonna go last because let's go on. Reversal, you go first, bro, because you can set the standard quite high.
9,278.
You win.
No, I think it's beatable.
And that's the end of the.
Okay, well, I'll go second and just show you how good yours is. 1,882.
Wow. I love the fact Reversal's like nodding, like, yeah, that's okay, bro. You can say shit. It's fine. It's fine.
No, I am not gonna. I'm never gonna trash talk people's stats. I refuse to do that.
Oh, it makes a change. It makes a change, Ian. So you're in good company tonight.
Yeah.
Mark, what's your stat?
My stat, and I feel quite good with mine. Mine is 7,789. So
Wow.
I'm
Good going.
Very
quite
solid.
happy with that.
Good going.
Milo.
Mine's 3,583.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Mind you
Apparently.
never leave Ealing, do you? So
You look at the unique stops compared to total stops.
Milo, I agree. If you actually come to stay with me, you might have got that up a few hundred, mate. If you come and sort me.
That's true. I'll sit here with my gotcha spinning my old 7 over and over again.
Reversal, this is probably the only sort of second in my life I'm going to hate you, because if you wasn't here, I would have actually won this round, which is really weird.
What you
I'm
at?
only just behind you, bro. I'm on 8,360. So
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's quite shit.
you little fucker.
that makes me feel really bad.
You asked for that
one. Shockingly bad, then.
No, that's great. That's great. Yeah, it's just because I traveled, obviously. And I haven't even I just kind of I thought it wasn't that great because there's people in my city who actually have more than me.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I wasn't really like, mine isn't that great, but people have been apparently really driving around that.
Yeah. Getting those kilometres
Oh my
in, bro.
goodness.
But yeah, Ian, because
Yeah.
I know I saw the realisation on your face when you went, God damn, mine is really
I know mine is shit because I literally haven't left my area for so long.
It's been 84 years.
It's fine.
Yeah, sorry, I fucked it up. Oh, Milo, what's the next round? I want to win this
good.
one.
That's quite interesting. Right. I want to know how many Pokemon you've evolved. And
I'll go last.
I'm obviously thinking about the old 2016 Pidgey evolving 30 minutes XP thing.
Oh, the
That's
breeder
what I was
badge. The
thinking.
breeder badge.
So it's your scientist medal, lads.
Yeah,
Scientist.
evolve, yeah.
Who wants to jump in?
I'll go first, mate, just because I think I'm going to lose this one. And a funny story, I've actually never, ever, there was one level, I think I did it from like level 32 to 33 when I stacked up Rattatas and Pidgeys, but I've never, ever done that evolution thing, so I think mine's quite bad. So I'm on 2,257, so I think that's really casual.
Living up
Cool.
to
Yeah.
your name.
Oh, he's going to win this one, isn't he?
I'll go second because it means that I can confirm Coops won't win this round. But it doesn't mean I'm going to win it either. I'm on 3,744.
Okay, so we may as well follow the pattern, and I'll go slightly better. I've got 5,220.
Wow.
We'll one up that as well. I've
All
got
right, so it's,
6,927.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Geo,
Can we
wipe
get-
the floor with us?
Drum roll.
I got 57,494.
Holy shit.
And he's not lying.
God damn. Literally got more than
Wow.
50,000
Oh,
over
Bro, bro, if you added up all of ours and timesed it by 5, we still wouldn't be at your total. What the
That is
fuck?
insane.
I'm pleased for drum roll. If that was worth a drum roll, it would have been embarrassing if you'd gone. Well, actually, 5.
Yeah, I've got 500.
I play a lot.
Wow, Gio.
Yeah, GG's.
Thank you.
GG's, bro.
All right,
Mad.
the final one.
I mean, is there any point?
This
at
one
point?
is
Is there
natural relevance. Okay, we know about Reversal and your quest for Feebas. I know it's Pokemon Go, so it's a completely different gameplay. But how many shiny Feebas have you all got currently in your storage?
I transferred a bunch.
Coops is going to use that excuse as well.
Yeah, he will. Coops likes this excuse.
Yeah, no. I'll go first. I've only got 3, but I've transferred I think it was 100.
Oh, God.
No, 3 for me, mate.
Nah, 5.
Oh wow.
So the two
For the
transfers.
longest time, I didn't think shiny Phoebus existed in Pokemon Go. I've got 5 also.
I do have 4
I guess
Milotic
it
though.
That counts the family, yeah.
I have
I
no
guess
idea.
include the
I have no idea
evolution,
why.
Actually, yeah. Go on.
Yeah,
include the
yeah,
evolution.
for sure, yeah.
9.
Oh, that's 9 then.
Coops, have you not got any Milotic
Still
shiny?
5 for me, yeah.
No, bro, no, I'm
3
3.
and done.
I love the fact you're really trying to ramp me up. I'm like, bro, I've got 3, straight up.
Casual. No.
No, it's 3, it's 3,
Alright.
it's 3.
Ian and Mark.
Ian, are you still on 5?
Yeah, 5 was my number, yeah.
I have got 10.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, we still haven't had old big boy bollocks. Come on.
Yeah.
15 for me.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh,
sake.
fuck's sake.
But then
Yeah.
I don't transfer
Dude.
stuff. So, yeah.
How?
Yeah, like,
I've never gonna seen 15 shiny
They
Phoebus at all in the
haunt
game.
me.
yeah, fair play, Milo.
They
Yeah,
haunt
I'm
me.
with Reversal.
That's the reason why I'm still hunting for it, because I don't have any.
Mate, when do you think you're going to get that, bro? Like, for real. When do you think you're going to get that?
Dude, you want to know my actual guess was 61,392 encounters. I'm currently on 165
Fucking hell.
encounters.
Oh, Geo, mate.
So my estimate is off by 102k, no big deal.
And you're genuinely going to keep fishing for it till you get one.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, mate, just that's...
So far.
I mean, it's at this point, it's going on for 20 months. It's no longer about me just getting the Feebas. It's about the community just anticipating that moment.
Yeah.
Like it's not just my stream, but literally I have like the entire Pokemon Twitch community who is rooting for me. Like literally all the other
Yeah.
fellow colleague streamers who are like, dude, you need to get this Feebas.
Yeah.
So it's way past like me trying to get this thing. Like if I don't get it, like where's my
There's
credibility?
over a year's
right?
worth of hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of committed, aren't you now? You kind of committed, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just think about that moment though. Like when that happens, that's going to be. I would honestly say probably the most
It's gonna
epic
go
moment of your
yeah.
life. Like, I know it sounds sad because it's a game, but like legit, like 20 months, and it could be another 6 or 7 months. So it's going to be a moment, mate. It's going to be a moment.
Right, let's hope not. Let's hope
Yeah.
not.
Well, listen, make
let's
sure
hope
when you're next streaming, listen to the podcast back because that is guaranteed shiny luck, mate. It is guaranteed.
Guaranteed shiny luck.
I'll try anything at this point, honestly.
It has worked in the past.
Yeah.
We've got a guest on, so it is time to grill the guest. With that terrible trumpet fanfare thing. Jesus Christ.
Right, Gio, I want to jump in with a really nice icebreaker. With everything that's going on in the world right now, what makes you laugh the most?
My own jokes, really, like the amount of shit I give myself is like I do something stupid. I literally laugh at myself, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. That's like one of the things that's just kind of like a coping mechanism. Other than that,
Yeah.
what's making me laugh? Honestly, it's a hard one to just like. Oh, that's making me laugh.
It is.
I like a good stand-up comedy special on Spotify whenever I'm grinding, playing Pokemon Go and just laughing my ass off whenever, just like playing Pokemon Go. But it's very subjective. Like one moment I feel like this, the other moment I feel like that. As far as maybe content creation concerned, there's this one awesome creator. His name is Video Game Donkey. When I watch him, I just always like laugh.
You've got a good laugh, by the way. A really infectious. You got a really good laugh, bro. A really good laugh.
Thank you.
Really good.
I practice all my life.
Yeah, in the mirror, like in the mirror. Oh my fucking god.
Thank you.
Gio, can you tell me what happened with this 100 Thieves thing? Where you said, I've joined 100 Thieves and I've left 100 Thieves.
That was a meme. Dude, okay. So there was this guy.
I noticed you got a lot of reaction for that, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's
So
brilliant.
there was this guy. His name is Damien something, and he became like a I don't know, like a product manager or like supervisor marketing guy who joined Under Thieves. And there's like two people who are like, "Yo, Gio, this guy looks like you." So I literally just yanked this picture of this 100 Thieves and I was just like, glad to announce I joined 100 Thieves. So I posted it to Twitter. And people literally like looked, they took my picture and that dude together and they're like, is that really him? So then after a day, I posted Twitter, same picture on the merch logo of 100 Thieves in the middle. I put a little red cross and it sad to announce I departed with 100 Thieves. I wish them the best of luck. That's it. And you know what the best part is? The guy, he actually liked the tweet too, so it was all in good fun. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
You know you've made it, Jim, when you've got a doppelganger now. So you can hire them for like events in the future.
I was
There's a big event in
surprised when I saw. I was like, "Wow, that could have been my brother too."
DNA check.
Yeah, that was the 100 Thieves thing.
So Gio, listen, I know we've been bantering for 20 minutes or so, but just tell us a little bit about yourself, mate. I don't want to be so boring and so bland, but obviously people know you from your big Twitter following, your big YouTube following, obviously now Twitch. But like, tell us a little bit how you started, because obviously I apologise. I wasn't following you way back in the day when you started. I wasn't following anybody because I don't even think I was playing. But when did you wake up and say, I want to play, not play Pokemon Go for life, but I want to be a creator and I want to be in the Pokemon scene as a career. Tell us a little bit about that, so me and the boys in the audience could get to know you a little bit better.
Right. So I didn't start YouTube for the same reasons people did. I actually have probably one of the most unique reasons as to why I started YouTube. I fucking hated getting questions on this game that I was playing. Like, I was playing this game called Knights and Dragons, and I was kind of progressing fast with my friends. And they kept asking me the same questions, like, how do you get armor? How do you get money? How do you, like, level up and stuff? And at some point, I just got tired of the questions.
Gio,
so,
sorry,
like,
is this in real life? This is in your friends in real life?
Yeah, like, we started playing this mobile game called Knights and Dragons, and they because I have a gamer background, right. I pick up on stuff, like, real quick, right? Like, I've been gaming pretty much, like, since I was a young little kid. I'm, like, 32 years old now.
Wow.
So I pick up on gaming stuff real quick, like how you progress and I see the efficient ways. Like you give the same game to my mom and she has trouble finding out. I'm like, oh, just do that. So some of my friends are kind of like the same. They're not really gamers. At a certain point, they kept asking me the same questions. Like, I'll just make a video tutorial on how to do this. Yeah. And I'll yoink it on YouTube, and that's it. And they're like, oh, the way you do it is pretty nice. I was like, okay, sure, I'll make another video. So I did a few, like I'd say like 5 videos. I did 5. And then some of my friends quit. And I was like, I kind of still enjoy this YouTube thing. And the one thing that kind of kept me going, it was this one comment of a dude who asked me, like, when is your next video gonna be? And I hadn't even looked at my YouTube channel for a couple of days at that moment in time. But I saw the comment when I went into the YouTube channel. And I literally went asking around all the people that I played Knights and Dragons with, like, is this you, like, trying to, pull a prank on me? Like, is this actually
because you didn't believe that there was a genuine person out there with that's
exactly
very humble. I like that.
Yeah. So they said no. And I was like, I'm gonna just make a video for that guy. I was really humbled. I was like, wow, someone's actually found my video. And then at the time of making YouTube videos, I didn't even know you could earn money in it. I didn't even know. I knew like PewDiePie and like all the big creators, they had like sponsorships and stuff, and you could probably earn money. But I knew it was really hard to get to a point where you're earning something, even part-time with YouTube. Yeah. So then from then on out, I was like, I read up on YouTube, and because someone actually told me, like, you can actually make money on YouTube videos. I was like looking on videos, like how you can make that money. And I discovered there's a few prerequisites. You needed to get partnered with a company a multi-channel network, as they called it back then, in order to actually monetize your content. And I was like, well, let's just try that out. I'm enjoying this. I have some free time. Let's see if I can grow this maybe to that point. So in the game itself, I started putting YT behind my username, so people can actually find me on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I seriously thought my videos really sucked. Like, I didn't use face cam. I literally was recording on my tablet at the time. I had no webcam, no microphone. It was all like from the design.
iMovie.
Yeah, something like that. And then people kind of caught on. They were like, yeah, this is quite nice what you're doing. So I went to the most popular YouTubers for Knights and Dragons at the time, and in the comments I saw a couple of people being very active. So what you could do back in the day is you could send people private messages on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And what I wanted to know, I wasn't even like asking for subs or anything.
Yeah.
I just wanted people to check out the video to see what they thought I could improve at it. Because I was like, oh, I could learn maybe editing for it. I don't know, maybe somewhere down the road I could like learn how to edit. And I asked them for their opinion. And a lot of them actually ended up subscribing to the channel. And I was like, wow. And so the channel kind of kept on growing, and I invested into a microphone, and then I started covering it more, and then I got my first paycheck like 4 or 5 months into doing YouTube.
It's quite quick, but
And,
it's really quick, yeah.
Yeah, but it's much easier now. You could pretty much after 1 month get paid if you're doing well. But at that time, I saw I was going to be getting paid $16 for my videos, and then I didn't believe it. But then it actually was on my PayPal, and I was afraid that I was gonna, the police was gonna knock on the door. Like, this was really weird to me to just get money for the videos I made. This is a normal concept now, but back then it's like so new. And we're talking about like almost 8 years ago, right?
Yeah.
7 years ago. So then they actually got paid, and I asked like, I think maybe 20 people like, do I got to keep this money, or like what's going on with this? Yeah. And you actually got to keep it because it was yours. And I already noticed in my dashboard back then that I was going to be earning 26 the next month, because obviously I was continuing to make videos and there was new people coming in.
Yeah.
I was like, well, if I get to keep this money, I might just keep on doing this part-time. And then it turned into a full-time gig. So that's where we are now.
So the big pickup, just so I can sort of get sort of an end of the nice story that you just told, was it Pokemon Go that really elevated your channel? Like I said, I apologise, I wasn't following you 6-7 years ago. So what game or what part of that really sort of excelled you from a few thousand to bam, I am Reversal full-time YouTuber?
Yeah, that wasn't Pokemon Go. I was already established before Go. I started with Knights and Dragons. I grew to 5K subs.
Nice.
Then I started doing Boom Beach and Clash of Clans from Supercell. Then after those games, Clash Royale got released, and that's where I really like went into like full-time.
Yeah, I feel
YouTube
like a lot of
creator.
Pokemon Go creators got big from that game. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Like if anybody remembers Benton 1 who did Pokemon Go at the start, he got that. He went back eventually because like his part got nerfed, sadly. But for me, I kind of stuck with it, and I made this really risky choice. When Go got released, I had 110k subs on YouTube. I had my silver.
Oh man,
black.
sorry, I apologise. So you were established. Damn, like I said, yeah. Wow.
I had over 100k already when Go came out.
Oh, nice.
So I could have definitely continued with Clash Royale, but I was like, no, I want to do Go. So I ditched the entire audience just to do Go. So it was a very, very bad decision, very risky, but it paid off.
Oh.
And yeah.
So did many of those guys
nice.
hang about, or did you kind of lose audience and then rebuild?
I definitely must have lost like a great chunk of that audience, but because how massive Go was at the time, I didn't notice it.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
booming. 2016 summer, that was big.
That's when you know you make it. You lose and gain 10,000 subs in one day. That's when you know you. That's when you know you made it.
Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks, mate. That was nice. That was my sort of first question there. That was nice to get to know you a bit more.
Yeah. Thank you.
I guess I'll ask a little bit. Maybe it may be an obvious question, but talk to me a little bit about why you made the move from YouTube over to Twitch, and how easy, difficult that transition might have been.
Yeah, Corona. Like when I got like a 90% decrease in my income, and I couldn't sustain myself with YouTube anymore. And I wanted to revive my Twitch channel because I had like a 10 to 15,000 followers on Twitch before from just streaming on there, and I was like, yeah, I really do like the atmosphere of Twitch where you say PogChamp and it's this whole culture and people understand what PogChamp means, and I kind of liked it more. The streaming aspect seemed more established. I always kind of wanted to do streaming, and I just decided to go with it. And the heartbreaking part about, I had 350,000 subs on YouTube. The really heartbreaking part is you build up that YouTube channel for like over 6 years, and then you do Twitch for 2 months and you already earn more on Twitch than you do on YouTube.
Damn.
So yeah, the decision was easily made at that time, especially because the ad rates really plummeted hardcore at the start of the pandemic.
Goodness me.
Yeah, YouTube be like that, bro. Yeah. I was saying to the boys, obviously I don't know much about it, but you know, you need to be banging, you know, over 25,000 views to be getting sort of $50, $60 from a video now. You know, it's tough.
Yeah, and you need to pay taxes over that as well.
It's
rough.
Just quickly before, because I'm not going to talk for a bit. What the fuck does POG mean? What does it mean?
Play of game.
POG, no. POG is like a hype, exciting, like this is POG face.
Because you've got an emote that's like your face like that. Is that so? That just means like, oh my god, POG, so POG.
Yeah, it's like hype and excitement,
right, okay.
And it's almost oh my god, but not quite. But
okay, so someone posted a shundo on Twitter, people go POG. That's okay.
Yeah,
okay,
that's like
okay,
it's
cool.
like whoa, like it's a hype, exciting.
It's like play of the game, isn't it, Gio? It's like, you know, you have that moment where it's like, yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? That like
could be. I'm not sure if it originates from that, but I could see it. Yeah.
You did well, mate. You got your face on there, didn't you, buddy? I remember the tweet that came from Twitch.
Yeah.
That was epic. That was brilliant.
Yeah, that was wow. That was something else.
That's the new GG boys, POG. That's the new GG.
Yeah.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Revolving. POG. There we go.
Yeah. It sounds good to say too. POG, like.
Yeah.
It's got power behind it.
Gio, my questions aren't deep like Coops' and I asked this one because it's a fun question. But I'm going to set you a scene before I ask you the question.
For fuck's sake.
So you're in Amsterdam, you're kicking back.
High as a kite.
The evening's drawing in. High as a kite.
You're in a coffee shop.
The evening's there. The buzz is there. The shop windows are full. Everyone's bouncing off each other, and you've got the opportunity to have a wingman or wingwoman for the night, and that's a Pokemon of your choice, someone, you know, to be there with you. Which Pokemon would that be, Reversal, to be there with you and just soak it in with you and lead you astray?
Dude, probably Machoke or something.
Ah, yeah, but though you're choosing.
Machoke seems like a bro, you know.
But do you not think the gal then will be looking at him over you though, with the slick hair and the big muscles? No.
Oh, that's fine. I got a girlfriend.
Oh,
so
okay.
He's sorted then.
Yeah, I'm sorted. You know, it's just want to have a good time. Not even looking at any females.
Nice, good. Right, Machoke is that your final answer, Machoke?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Machoke.
It would be a bro.
Machoke the bro.
POG.
POG.
Is that the wrong time? Was that the right time? I don't know.
No, that was good.
So, a personal question: how long have you been with your missus, mate? I had no idea.
Pretty recent.
Oh, nice. Well, GG's on that.
Thank you.
I don't know what to say. I'm like Pete POG, GG's. I don't know what the fuck to say anymore. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Okay, so I've got one that keeping it light-hearted. So obviously you spent a lot of time with the sort of Go Squad. You travelled a lot with them. You had some good times. I want you to tell me the funniest thing that's ever happened when you've been with the gang.
Oh shit! Probably us just getting wasted. Honestly, like it's really weird for people to imagine the Go Squad just getting completely wasted out of their minds, but sometimes we just do. There was this instance where we went to this like pretty fancy restaurant, and in Japan, they only take cash. Really? And then you had half of the Go Squad being the donkeys that they are, coming in with a credit card, stacking on top of credit card, and the Japanese are like, nani? Like, they don't understand what's going on. So they all had to go to the ATMs, and it was like a mess, and then they couldn't figure out who needed to pay for what, so we literally spent about an hour trying to pay for the bill, longer than we spent there eating. It was very embarrassing. Luckily, I had the room for ourselves, but jeez, that must have been me, Zoe, and Nick, because we kind of know how Japan works. We were constantly looking at each other and we're like, and I'm not gonna specifically name the individuals because I don't want to throw them under the bus.
Do it. I'm not letting you do it.
Don't worry.
Do it.
No, I don't want to go that far.
Reversal, if you don't do this, it's not POG. No, I'm joking. I don't know if that's the fucking phrase.
It's not POG.
No, I'm joking.
Oh my days. That's definitely one of the funnier moments to me. To them, probably not as much, but that's just like we're spending an hour trying to figure it out, going from ATM to ATM, and you saw the way there's just like being, sort this out.
Getting angry.
They were like, these fucking Westerners, dang it. Why do we gotta deal with this?
And of course, they're very
shit,
polite in Japan, aren't they? They're not gonna like say, "Come on, guys, hurry up."
No, but you can catch the vibe. Like I can definitely feel a certain vibe and read the air. Like they were definitely like not pleased with us whatsoever.
I bet though, mate. I bet when you think about it, I bet you can't even think of the best memories that you've all had together because you've
There's just so many. It's usually just whenever something happens and we get reminded of some stuff that went down, and then we're just talking about it as a group.
So when do you think you're all going to be together again? That's the question. Be a while, right?
Hoping next year with Worlds, maybe.
Yeah.
Pokemon Worlds. That's in London.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
All right, yeah, bring it on.
That would be really cool. I don't know.
so who?
Gio,
so who is the official Go Squad? Like who is it? Like
Yeah.
What is it? What
so
is it?
The original Go Squad actually came from the Summer Tour squad. So you remember the video series that Niantic did with the Go Squad? That's the original Go Squad. So it's me, Nick, Holly, Brandon, Yamada, and SpydaLog. So that was like the original Go Squad. And then because we were #sponsored, hate that term because it's being used against us like nonstop. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get into that in a second, bro.
Oh, sure. Shoot away. I have a lot to say about that.
Well, then shut the fuck up and get into it. I'm joking.
But the rest of the Go Squad, I guess we kind of kept it like English, Go Squad, the most recognizable figures in the Go community. So we added JTKayleigh, Zoe too, that's on there, and the cruise ship came in later.
Oh, nice. Shout out Zoe. Hopefully we can get her on one day, boys. Hey, hopefully.
I'll vouch.
I'm not, honestly, mate. On my mother's life, I was genuinely going to ask this next, and obviously we can open up this conversation and sort of talk about it for a bit. What are your honest thoughts? And obviously, I'm considering the fact you are sponsored, and like I said, I don't know what you're on a little WhatsApp chat. I don't kind of know what goes on. We sort of hear stuff through the grapevine. What are your genuine thoughts about Niantic, and then that can lead on to some of the let's say ridiculous decisions that they make and what they do. Just to,
they're fucking up.
Yeah. Okay, we're going straight in.
I've always been honest. I've always been honest. I will stand by my opinions. I'm not gonna let Niantic like persuade me to think any different. Like that's my number one rule. I just want to stay true to, because like credibility is so hard to gain. Trust is so hard to gain with your audience. Like if you're ever gonna lie about something, the truth will always come out. Now Niantic, it's really missing the mark in a lot of cases, and it's really frustrating to both deal with like trying to convince Niantic like, yo, this double spin shit, like just keep that, keep that in. And then you got the community like, make videos about the spin situation. It's a headache and a half, man. And it's kind of like really like at times just turning us away from like trying to work together with Niantic, because oftentimes more than not, we just kind of feel that we as the partnered creators aren't really feel like we're being treated as quote partner.
What does #sponsored mean? And you haven't got to tell me the details and tell the boys the details. What does it mean? Do you get paid from them? Do they just fly you to events for free? Do they send you t-shirts? Like, what when you are #sponsored, what does that actually fucking mean?
Yeah, okay. So I obviously cannot disclose the full details of everything. But #sponsored, #ad is something that is required by the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, to disclose if you are getting perks in exchange for services, right? So what that means in this case is if Pokemon Go Fest is happening and we are, quote, special guests, they can fly us out to events or request us to record a video for Pokemon Go Fest. And that is literally all that sponsored means. The problem with it is that everybody has taken it out of context and think that we're getting paid by Niantic, which we don't. I pay for my own.
I mean, if they don't give us back a fucking remote raid pass, they're not
we don't get a
paying you.
paycheck. It's none of that. Dude, that is what the hashtag sponsored means. Literally for anything that you kind of like sort of receive in trade for like a service or promotion or something like that, you are required by law to tell your audience that you are being hashtag sponsored. And this is a hashtag ad, because if you don't, you might get fined by the FTC, and that fine is it's a bad one. It's very hefty.
More than the ad revenue on the video.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we're just jumping in, Joe. We had a quite an open conversation with Billy, the Trader Club, about this, you know, and one of his frustrations, I think it resonates with what you said then, is actually there's a want to work closely with them. There's a want to have some sort of two-way conversation. And it feels like that, you know, they're going down that dangerous route where other games that have failed because they haven't listened to their creators and they haven't listened to their player base. They can't listen to them about everything, but it's that channel feeding into it. And it just feels like the writing's almost on the wall already. It just feels like it's heading that way. Would you agree with that on some of the things that you've said already? Does it? Yeah. Do you think that they're that stubborn about it, that they're just going to carry on the way they are?
Well, the very difficult part, and I think a lot of people do not understand this, is that Niantic does not own Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Pokemon Company.
Like, Niantic does not own Pokemon Go.
Yeah, Ian, you say this all the time.
And decisions are made by the Pokemon Company. And the way people, I feel, should understand Pokemon Go is that Pokemon Go, in a lot of ways, is nothing more than just a promotion for Pokemon as a franchise. Which you always see cross promotions. If a new mainline game gets released, then often, more than not, there's a promotion coming with Pokemon Go. So, for example, over here, I got my Pokeball Plus from Let's Go Pikachu and Mew. That was a thing. The Mottram box, that is all promotion between Go and Pokemon Company for the main stuff. So a lot of the decisions that are being made is usually just like the board of directors, investors, Pokemon Company, all the old farts in suits that just do these kinds of things. And I know a lot of people that work at Niantic. For example, Liz, the community manager of Pokemon Go, the senior community manager, she like literally is on our side, the community. She literally tells them like, yo, this community wants this, and this is what the community desires, this is what the community needs. But then it's more often than not a question if it's actually going to be happening. If it doesn't line up with the vision of the Pokemon Company, it's just not going to happen.
And I can imagine above Liz, there's another 25 people, all millionaires, you know, that you've got to get through to even get to the Pokemon Company at Niantic as well.
I honestly don't know. I could be. There are just definitely people above Liz for sure. Yeah. So that's the really tricky part about Go. Like if certain decisions are being made, that they're made with a certain purpose, whether it's money or for other reasons. That's just the way it is. And you can actually see that for yourself if you compare Ingress, the actual made game by Niantic, Harry Potter Wizards Unite, and Pokemon Go. If you set the three of them together, you can clearly see Ingress is completely what Niantic has made and what their vision is. Harry Potter Wizards Unite is Niantic having more freedom in the stuff that they want to do and want to achieve, and Pokemon Go being this sacred, like close-in, thing that they don't want to mess around with too much. So, and that really just comes from the fact that Pokemon is everything that a Pokemon Company has, and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry that you just don't want to mess around with too much.
Gio, do you, just out of interest, do you get like really frustrated, when you look at Pokemon Go as a game and how much money they earn, and we're in 2021 with technology and iPhones and Androids, and the game's been on now for over 5 years. Do you get frustrated with just the game in general? Like, for example, let's talk about, the style in the shop, when you put on boots and a pair of trousers and it looks like a fucking animation from The Sims in 1980 fucking 2. Does stuff like that, does that wind you up? Because that fucks me off, stuff like that. Does that, and why there's still lag in GBL over, a year and a half in, is it the little things like that fuck you off, or is it more the direction of Niantic where they're taking the game?
The direction, I feel, yeah.
So you're fine with the boots?
I mean, the boots are fine. I would want some facial expressions, or more than the anime spiky styly hair that we have in here. Like the hairstyle's just not really that great, is it? Yeah. But yeah, just an overall the direction I've
beards, yeah.
Yeah, beards, please. Beards. Piercings, I don't know, tattoos.
Yeah, sorry, you were saying it's the overall direction.
But it's once again, it's not just Niantic, you know. It's like everything that is a part of it. A lot of people blame Niantic, but a lot of things are just not things Niantic can even do anything about. I don't know.
You must get a lot of backlash though, because if I'm allowed to say, you are definitely very controversial on social media. Definitely say it how it is in capital letters. Call people out. What's that like? Do you have to block a lot of people? How do you deal with? Because I'm sure when you put out some tweets, you get a lot of people like yes, but then I'm sure you get. I mean, I've seen a lot that are like, "You're a twat. You don't know what the fuck you're doing." You call them out, boy. You call them straight out.
At first, I really used to care, and I wanted to make everybody happy. That was probably period 2016 to 2019, where I was like, "Yeah, no, you need to understand what's actually going on." People just have this particular tunnel vision about something because if it's not like that, it's not going to be changing. Yeah. So I got in a lot of arguments and became very controversial, very hated within this community. So I kind of feel this trend, like either people really hate me or they really like me, or they're kind of in between.
No, there's no in between, mate. There's not. I said Marmite.
There's people that are neutral. There's people that are neutral, but I think the last 2 years, I just don't give a shit anymore what people think about me. Like, I just don't care. If you don't like me, the fucking, you're not paying my bills, you know?
Yeah, too right.
I really just don't give a shit what people think about me.
And you hit the nail on the head the other day, Gio. I saw you put a tweet out, and I'm paraphrasing it, not word for word, but you said something along the lines of, rather than coming to us creators asking us to go to Niantic and complain for you, that the best way to send Niantic a message is to stop spending money on the game. And I thought that was fucking spot on, mate, because that's the only way that you can actually get a point across.
I mean, that's what I did. I think the last time when they announced that the double spin distance was going to be removed, I was like, nah, I'm not spending money on Go this month. I spent like I donated over $500 to St. Jude because, you know, I didn't wanted Niantic to get it. And I feel if you really hate it that much, then you do something similar like that. But there's a lot of people who say stuff and then don't do it. You know, like, and that's something that I don't like myself. So yeah, I just figured I set a point to just like, you know, if I'm gonna say something, you just gotta stick through and just do it. You know.
No, I think like we were saying, you know, we're all here talking. You know, the podcast was based off the game that we love, you know, being with people, being with friends, engaging with people. The community can be very lovely. It can also be really unforgiving, and it's a real mixture. But I think the last 18 months has probably tested people's resolve to a further point they've ever had to before, you know, certainly with, you know, not having that release of a Go Fest as we would know it. But I think it's because we are invested in it, isn't it? You know, it's something we all feel passionate about. You know, we've grown up on Pokemon, you know, we joke about it as old gits doing a podcast about it. Jesus Christ, it's been around over 20 years, you know, it's something you remember. And I think, you know, it's that element of it which makes people really react passionately about it. And like you said, we assume they can do everything that we want, and it's probably not like that at all. We've seen it happen before. We should almost be expecting it. But yeah, we joke about it, don't we, Coops? You've got high expectations every event. I say, calm them down a bit. Calm them down.
Oh, yeah.
Rein them back, mate. But no, thanks, mate. You know, like you say, it's great to hear some honesty. You know, we don't shoot off from the hip with no sort of thing. We're all quite open with it. But, you know, when it's frustrating, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
So how much would you normally spend, Joe, on Pokemon Go in a month? And if you were, let's say we were at the normal thing, you were going over to Japan, you were doing like the Rayquaza radar over there, you got the squad together, you know, what would you have normally spent on a weekend on Pokemon Go?
Flex game with him and Milo.
Yeah,
I think on average it's like, when I look at the budget in general, I think it's like $1,000 easily a month, and that sounds like a lot, but what you gotta have to understand is this is my job, so it's an investment, and B, a lot of the time that money goes into traveling. You know, those are stuff that need to be paid. Once again, Niantic only sponsors us for like main events like GoFest. Sometimes, not always, and sometimes the flight is included with that. Sometimes it's not. A lot of the things come out of own pocket. So there's that. So for Corona specifically, this last pandemic, a lot of the traveling was cancelled. I had 6 flights lined up and I got refunds on all of it. And I had all this extra money and I was like, you know, I could save up, but I could also just do raids. So I just did raids, you know.
and transferred a shiny, what was it, a Regirock? I can't remember what
it?
Shundo you transferred. What was it?
A Regirock and a Regice, I think.
Yeah.
It's a good job I've got them now, mate. If
Okay, I feel I should give okay, I want to give context to that before anything makes any
It does trigger some
assumptions.
people, doesn't it?
Because
Yeah.
because it does trigger people when they know about the fact that I transfer a Shundo. Like a Shundo is a shiny that is a perfect stats Pokemon. And if it's a legendary, that's really, really rare. On live stream, I jokingly said, after doing like 10,000 plus raids, after never getting a Shundo, that if a Reggie would turn out to be a Shundo, I'd transfer it. And of course,
Come along at once.
I got 2 Reggies that are shiny. So I transfer them because I'm a man of my word.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Damn, as if
That's it.
10,000 raids and no Shundo. That's fair. That's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Says the man who's got his.
So obviously you don't think you're gonna get it.
Did you find it painful transferring them?
Then 2 turn up.
Yeah, I transfer them. Never doing Reggie raids again. Yeah. I got the shiny Reggie Gigas. I'm never doing a Reggie raid again.
It's a nice little jingle, isn't it?
That's a good jingle.
It is.
Oh, Gio, we've got something for you later, mate.
I think we should do it now, Coops. I think we
Yeah,
should do
go
it
on,
now.
do it before I get
Yeah,
into
go.
Yes. Yes.
Marky boy,
Yes.
go on. You
No, you.
you intro it and I'll sing it. Okay, so Gio, I don't know if you've noticed, if we have a few jingles in the podcast, and we sort of sing over a few of them. Anyway, when we had the trainer club on, bless him, he absolutely hated every single second of it. But he sang one of our jingles. Would you do us the honour in singing one of our jingles so we can have you on our soundboard forever and ever?
Oh, fuck's sake, sure.
Was that a yes?
Yeah.
Listen,
sure.
if you do this, this will be the ultimate POG moment ever. Bro. It's for real.
Yes.
Okay, so with this one,
Don't
mate.
play Mars strings.
Okay, so with this one, you just got to go. It is the news.
Is the news.
Yeah. Yes. Fucking one take wonder.
That's professionals. That's what we're dealing with.
There you go.
Fucking hell. Well done. You gave us the same energy as the trainer club because when he did his, all I could hear in his voice was, "I don't want to do this.
He didn't want to
I
do
don't
it
want to
either,
do
Gio, don't
this."
worry.
You want me to be excited?
No. Keep it. It's funnier. It's funnier.
Okay.
It's funnier. It's funnier.
All right, let's
right,
jump into some
it's good.
Pokemon Go news then. That's rather a good intro to the section. I love it. So we've got Eevee Community Day coming up in August. It's a whole weekend again. Obviously, this was a Com Day back in August of 2018, so it's a rerun, which we'll get into a little bit later, but it runs from Friday the 13th through to Monday the 16th. Those are when the bonuses are live. The Saturday and the Sunday are when you'll have the Eevee spawns and all of that good stuff. 3-hour Incensed, 3 hours, boosted Eevee. Unlike last time, each evolution is going to get an exclusive move, and Coops, they're PvP, aren't they? They look PvP.
Yeah,
None
of them are. Like if we're really, I think one or two of it. If we're really getting deep, no. The answer's really a no.
Yeah, I'm looking over them and be like, nah, they're not that good. I guess the only good one is obviously Sylveon is going to be a lot easier to evolve because you only need to get 7 body hearts rather than the 70 to evolve it. But then there's all the usual things of, the snapshots are there, 3-hour lures, 3-hour incense. So it's a pretty bog standard Com Day, just shiny Eevee hunt, Shundo hunt. That's honestly it. But what do we think? Because we've had a couple of repeat Com Days already. I'm not that crazily mad about Eevee Com Day being repeated. It's not a Pog face, but it's not as bad as Charmander.
Come on then, Gio. What do you think, bruv? What do you think?
I love it. I'm excited.
Is that sarcasm?
No?
No. Oh, okay.
Last time during Eevee Community Day, I was shooting with the Summer Tour squad. I hardly got a chance to actually play Com Day.
I remember.
Both of them. Yeah. And I love it. I love Eevee. I love Eevee. No, Eevee's great. I'm very excited about it. That's legitimate. I'm one of the few people I feel I'm excited about it. And judging by the fact you went, are you serious about that? You're
It's been a
not.
very mixed reaction, hasn't it? Let's face it. It's been a very mixed reaction to the news.
For me, Joe, do you know what? You hit the nail on the head then, because we were talking about this before we started recording tonight. We were planning together, actually, let's all get together for it. It feels like it could be a day where you don't have to worry about too much other than just getting submerged in the game, and it's a nice backdrop to a fun gathering with your mates, and I think anything other than that would probably take that element away from it. But
Yeah, you just sit on here. You just sit on here, grab a beer, have a talk, and then shiny check shit.
Sounds like a good
Yeah,
day.
It's a good time.
And the Shundo, we were saying about it, there's loads of potential Shundos we could evolve it to. I haven't got one, so there's still something to play for. I think everybody fixates on the Pokemon, don't they? I think that's what the problem is.
Everybody's just entitled. No, here's the thing. Here's the T.
Yeah.
People on Twitter and people on Reddit represent less than 0.0001% of the total player base. There's so many people going to be super stoked about EVCom Day who just never had the chance, the opportunity to play. Oftentimes we get very influenced by the stuff that's being said on Twitter. Always keep in mind that is like such a super duper small fractions, just oftentimes are not relevant towards the reason why that's being
The Twitter trolls that shout the loudest, isn't it, really?
That's true.
Yeah.
I was surprised how small Twitter actually is. I don't want to go into too much detail on it, but on the top 10 social media platforms, Twitter doesn't even register in there, which shows you again how small it actually is. But I love, I think on Twitter you can find someone that agrees with you on anything, can't you?
Yeah.
That's the problem with it. And someone who disagrees with you, but oh man.
What about you, Ian?
I'm indifferent to it. It'll be a good day to pass the time, hang out with mates. I was in the sort of fortunate position that I got a pretty good haul the first time round, so the special moves will be good. But yeah, we'll give it a go, do a few hours, and see what happens.
Go on, Coops.
Come on, Coops.
No. I'm buzzing, bro. Milo, next part of the news. No, you know what? Like, you know what I'm like. Like, I'm a big believer in moving the game forward and just pushing it forward and not recycling and not going backwards. And I just want to make this game amazing. And obviously, I don't love it, but I think after just listening to you guys and the Shundo checks and like Mark and Reversal said, it's more about what you make it. And is it triple Stardust?
It's
Has anything been
quarter
announced
hatch
yet?
distance. Yeah.
No, 1/4 egg hatching.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I agree with that. With that, I agree.
Just don't hatch eggs. Simple.
Look, is it shit? Yes, for me. But I am a nice guy, so I understand that. Like Gio's saying, there are hundreds of millions of other people out there that are going to be genuinely hyped about it, and I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer. But I will be a Debbie Downer if Charmander gets a fucking first
don't give
community
them
day.
ideas.
That's when I'll be a
Don't give them ideas.
That's like no
Jesus
bueno.
Christ.
I mean, I'd fancy the idea of a Tyranitar combo
there
or
was
like
some-
a Larvitar
See,
combo.
wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah.
A rerun because of the different moves.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What is Larvitar combo for you is the EV combo for other people, like a lot of them.
Yeah, I hear that, but like what Milo said, like some Pokemon.
I just believe
no.
It's so easy to wind up.
He went with it there. He went with that, didn't he? He went with that. He was like, no.
That's what we call debated on Twitch.
They will not re-roll good ones. They hold them back. We'll get another Chimchar combo
again.
you watch.
Oh please,
Don't.
no. I hated the first one.
So Gio, going slightly off topic then, if you could have picked a community day for this one, is there one that you would have picked?
Yeah.
We would go down the seasonal route. Was there anything you had in mind?
Tyrogue.
That's long overdue. That's so long overdue as a shiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tyrogue, I think, would be really cool because like you could evolve it into Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Hitmontop.
That's a good call.
I think it's just like a spice pick,
Well, that
but
would
like
work with
I would
the
love
quarter
that
check
if they
distance,
would
wouldn't
ever
it?
do that. Yeah, I could go with like Axew and Litwick, but like I think that's boring. Those are kind of pretty much guaranteed, right? Like what if we like use our brain a little bit?
We were all
I
gonna
think
say we'd be
think
happy with
Tyrogue
Hoppip,
would be freaking
that's
dope
where we were
as a
going with
combo.
this.
Yeah.
It's a dope shiny family. But yeah, Tyrogue would be awesome. Especially now the other two in
Yeah,
the
they
game
need to
now
complete
is
the
shiny.
family.
So,
That's
yeah,
all they need to do.
Probably lends into that.
Right, so we're moving it on to the second part of the Go Fest unlock. Obviously, we're in the moment of Dialga shiny available in raids at the moment. It is the time thing with shiny Cranidos and shiny Shieldon. But Space is coming up, which will be running the 6th of August at 10 a.m. your local time through to August the 17th at 8 p.m. your local time, bringing shiny Palkia into the level 5 raids and shiny Heracross into the game for the first time. But if you remember Kanto Tour and the Raid Lock Regionals, Niantic have done it again. Raid Lock on the Heracross shiny and the Kangaskhan will be in the 3-star raids as well. But how do we feel about that? I think the Kanto Tour was debatable, but this one, because it's like the new shiny of Go Fest Unlock week, I think that's pretty shit, really, to lock it behind a paywall.
It'll pay for John Hankey's summer vacation, let's put it that way.
You reckon he can go to space with Jeff Bezos after this?
or Richard Branson, either or. I see a lot of people spending a lot of money for these. I mean, we've obviously had a go at Shiny Kangaskhan, but people are going to spend some coin to get that shiny Heracross because it does look amazing.
Yeah.
I have two takes on it. Take number one is I wouldn't go too crazy on it because it's gonna get a Mega, and I feel like Mega Heracross would be like in race as well. And number two would be I am actually kind of like pleased with it because Corsola is also going to get the shiny soon, and that is not accessible
true. That was
at all.
supposed to be released a little while ago, wasn't it? And they cancelled the event.
Yeah. So I'm actually, obviously I would wish it would be in the wild like normal or in egg hatches, but it's what would you expect these days, right? We've reached that point. I feel.
Was that casual Coops then? Who the fuck was that?
Well, they've sort of set the bar pretty well. I wouldn't say high or low after GoFest doing a really decent price on the ticket. I know Google subsidised a lot of that, but yeah, now they've got to reclaim that, haven't they? They've got to find a way of getting that money back in. So not a surprise, is it? It's not a surprise.
It's exciting though. I think it's really cool to see Heracross get this shiny.
Just think with the raids thing, like I've boys, I didn't tell you, I've added on another 20 quid for Dialga, so now I'm up to £100 I've put on to the game the last sort of 2-3 weeks, and it's just so expensive. It genuinely is. I cannot believe £100 has slipped through my fingers, and I've got fuck all. I can't. I honestly, I was thinking about it today at work. I was like, because I had my last sort of 3 remote passes, and obviously I invited you, Ian, and you, Milo, because you wanted to jump in. I cannot believe it. I physically cannot believe I've spent £100 after 6 months of free to play, and I feel like I am free to play because I've got fucking nothing.
But now you've unlocked Pandora's box, Coops. Do you think you could go back to being free to play?
You can't.
No.
No.
He's opened the can of worms.
He's had his first sniff again.
He has.
No, I'm in two minds, right? Because obviously I used to raid hardcore because I'm a bit of a raider back in the day. One, it's made me realise how much I actually miss it and how much I enjoy it. But two, the sensible part of my head, it actually makes me want to go free to play because I've got fuck all. Like, I feel like if I got a Hundo Dialga, or if I got like a 98 shiny Mewtwo or something good, or a shiny Dino from the raids, I feel like it would make me have the flavour even more. But the fact I've done GoFest weekend, Mewtwo raids hardcore, Dialga hardcore, and I've got fuck all, it kind of makes me go, well, what's the point? I'm better off spending no money. Does that make sense? But I feel like if they did give me a hundo, it would wrap me in even more.
We'll be having this conversation in 3 weeks' time when you've been raiding Palkia like no tomorrow. And you say, I've still got fuck all!
Just wait for my shiny Heracross post after 100 raids.
So Coops, sorry, let me just jump in here. So when you say you've got fuck all on Dialga, I mean, you've got the shiny.
Yeah.
I'm more of a I feel like, because you know, even though I did get my first Schlundo, but I mean, I don't know if Reversal agrees, but the chances of you getting a Schlundo are quite rare. They're not very common.
It depends on how the trade's done.
Well, talk to me. If you've got any tips.
Was it a lucky trade or not?
Yeah, it was a lucky friend. Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom line is 12, 12, 12 in the stats, so it's like 4 times 4 times 4. That's your odds, 1 in 64, getting Hundo.
Do you want me to spend money on the game?
We know you're going to.
You told me to talk to you, I did.
Yeah.
The bottom ceiling, like the stats IVs on the lucky by default are minimum 12, 12, 12.
Yeah.
So 4 plus 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Disregarding that, getting a Schlundo is still freaking palm.
Yes, bro. I mean, they're gonna fucking hate us, bro, all the time. I mean, like, pog.
No, they'll love it. They'll adapt it.
They've just got used to the GGs, didn't you? Lads? They fucking hated me. They're like, you're such a swat.
Jeez,
actually,
bloody
to be fair,
G's.
Mark, you say that more than me.
I can work with Pog.
No, we have to bring the Pog culture in.
GGs.
That's much better. Pog.
I feel like Milo. I feel like Pog suits you more.
Yeah,
than
because I don't
GGs.
PvP at all. GG wouldn't work.
Yeah. Say Pog.
Gio, in the show notes, you're apparently going through the August research breakthrough and the spotlight hours, I have no idea if that's actually been communicated across to you.
The August research breakthrough will give you 1 remote raid pass and give you Chimecho as your research, which can be shiny since Pokemon Go has happened, and the spotlight hours. But yeah, for Tuesday, the 3rd of August, Magnemite is going to be double catch Stardust, which is actually quite nice because Magnemite is quite easy to catch. On the 10th of August, we will have East Side Shellos, which is the blue one, the little cute one out there with double catch XP.
It's the best one.
I think so as well. Then on the 17th, we have West Sea, which is double catch candy for Shellos. And then the other two, we don't know what they are, but I can bring the bonuses up. For the 24th, we got double transfer candy, and for the 31st we will have double evolution XP.
Good man.
You can tell I've done this before, right?
yeah, perfect.
It was interesting to see that they brought in a regional spotlight hour. Like, I know it's I'm a bit like, because in London we get both. We can
Yeah,
go
you're
to,
just on the line, aren't
we
you,
can
in
go,
London?
yeah, we can go
Yeah.
to Greenwich and get both.
Do you?
Or
Do you get
not
Klefki over there as well?
It's
London?
South Coast, isn't it?
Yeah, well, East Grinstead, like, that's where I got mine, so it's still quite, like, yeah.
Oh, did you spoof there?
Yeah, I spoof, bro, yeah. That's why I've spun so many unique Pokestops.
I'm a bit aggrieved about the Shellos one because when we were on holiday in Norway a couple of years ago, I remember climbing one of the fjords because I saw it appear on the map and my wife's going, "Where are you going?" And I went, "I'm just going up that fjord a little bit." And she's like, "You found a Pokemon, haven't you?" And I went, yeah. And now everyone's going to have one.
I actually really lucked out when it released for like an hour or so.
Oh,
the
yes,
wrong version
yeah.
was spawning, or both of them.
yeah.
And that's where I obtained
You've
them.
got the pink one, haven't you, Gio, in the Netherlands? Yeah.
Yeah, I had the pink one for an hour, I think, and then it turned into a blue one. I was actually very pleased with the blue one.
Blue one looks better than the pink one.
Blue one's far
fair.
better.
Yeah,
So,
it's
so Gio, can you
France,
get Klefki, or
Belgium,
is it- are you
and I
too
think
far-
really
you're not far- you're too
down
far across,
north
so it's
of
France,
the
isn't it?
Netherlands
It's a
I
French
can,
one, isn't it?
but I cannot be bothered.
Not Pog.
No, I'll just get it whenever. I'm not
not going
really,
away
I'm
anytime
not really
soon.
fussed about it.
Yeah, cheers, Coops. I thought we were waiting to get that together, mate, and it's you fucking...
Do you
Yeah,
want to know
sorry,
something, Mark?
Steve.
Coops has it, and Milo has it. It's just us that haven't got it. The
Yeah.
Klefki. Okay, so moving on. Some say Niantic interns sleep upside down at night, and their droppings are actually worth their weight in gold. All we know is it's over to Mark for...
Ask the intern.
Gio, that was the trainer clothes.
Bob Saget. Can you please play that
This is
again?
what you're going to sound like next
Okay,
week.
here we go, Gio, especially for you.
Ask the intern.
He fucking hated me for that. He fucking
To be fair
hated
to
me.
Billy, you set him up with an example that couldn't have been more dead if you tried. He said, "Do it like this."
Yours was a flat one, Coops. Yours was flat. And when we look at the evidence, you teed him up badly, mate. You teed him up badly.
Wow.
So it's slim pickings in Niantic support. Gone are the days where they gave us a witty response. Now it's all straight to their DMs. But I've got a few which is giving us a flavour of what's going on in the world of Pokemon Go right now. Senrola has said Dialga raids have been going good. None have run from me until 2 days ago. My Dialga catch streak broke because the app crashed and I couldn't get back into the raid. It would freeze every time. But personally, I'm not counting it, and my streak lives on. With a blue heart. I like that. Positive there from him. Even though the game's stopped the streak, I'm going to believe I've still got it. To which Niantic support went back. Sorry to hear about your raid battle experience, trainer. We've sent you a DM requesting some details regarding this. Please check and get back to us at your convenience. I don't know how much more they want from him.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe they'll want to look at his raid log, Ian, as you said
It's a
last
thing.
week.
Yep.
Strange one there. It's a thing. Siobhan said, at Niantic Help, glad to have my account back. Party hat. Guess she was falsely banned
Oh yes.
where the spoofer waves were flying around. Is it possible to sync all my distance for this week? It's only syncing yesterday, and I'd rather not walk an extra 15k to reach my 50. Fair enough. To which Niantic support went, hello, Siobhan. Sadly, we would not be able to make changes to your walking distance. Please continue working on your milestones to get Adventure Sync weekly rewards. Walk another 15k, Siobhan. I think that's what they're telling her quite politely.
That's just unfortunate.
Two more, and again, this is one we've picked up on before, but George has put Denuncio alla giocatore TracrBullet de hasa fraude en GBL. Inicio la potiga hizo que de congela la pelea la luega la había matador abi 3 pokers n. That's what he said, to which Niantic supporters said, we apologise for replying in English, George.
I love those ones.
There you are, George. We've got your back, buddy. And the final one is Niantic help. Why is this bug repeatedly occurring? Please patch this bug, as it's so confusing for everyone. And what we're talking about here is the bug where you go onto your gifts, you think you've got a gift, you click on it, and the gift isn't there, and then it just gets really messy within your friends list. To which Niantic supporter said, thank you for sharing that, trainer. We're aware of this issue with gifts and investigating it. Please keep persevering and try and open gifts to maintain your daily exchanges.
That's just unfortunate.
But please stay tuned to our official channels to get updates. So that is Ask the Intern.
Thanks so much, Mark.
Oh.
And now it's time for Coop's favourite segment of the podcast. It's time for
Shinies of the week.
Yes, I just realised we didn't talk about that the spoofing ban that legit players got. That was a bit of a madness, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's been dished out on loads and loads of different accounts, hasn't it? It's quite a big problem.
Yeah, that was crazy. But we do have a few shinies of the week. As you lot know, make sure you hashtag shinies of the week to get a feature.
Clarify the spelling.
We've got we've got Andrew Seaman here.
Sorry, what?
Oh, Seymour, not Seaman. Seaman. Fucking hell. Sorry, we've got Andrew Seymour, not Seaman. Sorry, Jesus Christ. Sorry.
It's like you're on Twitch for the first time and someone comes in. Andrew Seaman, thanks for the follow.
Sorry. Andrew, I apologise. Andrew C. Moore. He said at Incensed podcast. Not one, but 3 shinies in a day. What the fuck? None while listening, but they still count, right? And obviously he's hashtag shinies of the week, and he's got a Magnemite, an Omanite, and he got the bloody Cranidos. So so well done. So our next 3, they all got a shiny Dialga, obviously from the 5-star raid. So our first one is James Lee Harris. He got at Incensed podcast, hashtag shinies of the week. Listening to your GoFest recap episode with my friend, wink emoji, caught this one on the first raid. So congratulations. And we got another one from G Shepherd. Said, is it G Shepherd? Fucking hell, I hate.
What's happening to you tonight?
G Seaman? No, G Shepherd. G Shepherd said the shiny luck rained down whilst listening to the Incensed podcast. And again, it was the Dialga. And then lastly, Kevin Anderson got first Dialga raid since it's come back. My local group called me names that none of you guys would even broadcast. So POG and GG's to all of you guys for shinies of the week.
Should we move to the spoofers of the week?
Yeah, go on, Reversal. Over to you.
Oh my days.
Well, Reversal, mate, on behalf of me and the boys, it's that time. We've come to the end of the podcast. And I've got to say, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's genuinely been an absolute pleasure to have you on. And we hope you've had a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you. We hope you've had a good time. And if anybody has been living under a rock and doesn't know who you are and wants to check you out, please, mate, this is your time. Plug your Twitter, your Insta, your Twitch, do your thing.
So head over to OnlyFans. No, I'm kidding.
Who's been listening?
No, I stream daily on Twitch, twitch.tv/reversal. Like literally just Reversal is where you can find me on Twitch. Ask any questions. Tell me you're from the Incensed podcast and I'll specifically mention you. I am also on YouTube. Just look for Reversal. You'll be able to find me there. And on, I have 2 Twitter accounts. One is just like my normal. It is twitter.com/reversalx7. And then there's twitter.com/reversalxpogo. If you just want Pokemon Go stuff. I post a lot of memes on my main Twitter account, so it might not be for you if you are a boomer. But yeah, it's all fun and games. And that's pretty much about it. And I have an Instagram as well, but yeah, I don't really post there.
I'm guessing is it Reversal as well, at Reversal?
Reversal X7.
Perfect. Cool. Pog stuff, bro. And of course, if you want to follow us as individual creators as well, you've got Casual Coops, Ian Waterfall, Pogo Milo UK, and Masterful27.
All right, well, that is going to wrap up episode 25, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed the show, please do give us a 5-star review. It really does help push the podcast on any platform that you're choosing to listen to.
Make sure you give him a 5-star review on Apple and everything. Yeah, if you think these lads deserve a buck or something like that, maybe you get access to their Discord if you spend X amount of money. But yeah, check out patreon.com/.
He's got it.
Incensed Podcast. Wow.
Reversal, do you want to come back, mate?
And make sure to follow Incensed Podcast on Twitter as well for your Incensed daily dose of smelliness.
Smelly.
I don't know. I mean, incense has a smell to it, right?
Oh, you got to come back, bro. Do you want to come back in the future?
Yeah.
Sure.
Mate,
It's been absolutely
brilliant.
fantastic.
Thanks so much
It's
for
been
being
fantastic.
here.
Thank you so much for joining us, bro.
You're welcome. Keep it up. This is great.
You know what? Since you did most of the outro, do you want to finish it off?
And on that bombshell, I'll see you again next week.
I choose you!